Welcome back, Daily Show, and with Lacy.
Hi.
I'm rusty. I haven't been back in the studio
Yeah,
for a while.
getting back into it.
How's life?
Great, but probably I didn't have as much fun as you did over the last couple of weeks being in Florida, being on vacation.
Yeah, but now I'm the most bummed.
Yeah, I know. That's
now
hard.
it's back to reality.
2 weeks too. Like, they didn't even get used to that life.
We did. I'm like, this is kind of cool. If I could just, I'm not going to lie, there was a couple of times I went and bought a scratch off, and I'm like, if I could win the $10 million here, this gives me at least another year.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, at least if you get $10 million, you're good for a year.
Yeah, I would assume. You know? I think I'd be set for life.
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
I don't know. People they don't do well as much. If you're a millionaire, I feel like you have to consistently be a millionaire, you know?
Well, I mean, it depends like how the stock market is doing and stuff.
I think what I do is just buy a house, and then I would just be like, I would be the one bum in between like the beautiful like houses on the beach. It'd be like my house, and I just wouldn't go anywhere. Well, and then I get eminent domain for some cash, and I'd be good to go.
It sounds like you've got a plan.
I got a plan. I just never won the lottery for the startup fund, you know?
Maybe someday.
Thanks for the wedding gift.
You're welcome. Thanks for inviting us.
You took care of me. That was an awesome gift. I love the spoons. And, I just love my silverware.
Yeah.
I told you that was the one thing that was like...
Yes, DJ mentioned that the spoons were the thing he was most excited about. So I went home and immediately got them from the registry.
It's fantastic. And I hope you guys had a good time.
We had such a good time. It was really fun. The kids loved it. And it was good to see Estella. It was great to see Jackie. Y'all both looked fantastic. It was a really, really fun wedding reception.
It was a good... I liked the suit color. I thought it looked okay.
I
was nervous. I thought, this could look either too green or not green enough.
No, it was perfect because it was very springy for a spring wedding.
Well, and the only thing I'm really mad about is the fact that we went to Florida after. If we went to Florida before, I would have looked really good in that green. Like, I mean, I know that Meg's a video wizard and she can do and make me look fantastic, but I could have made it a lot easier for her if I would have come with a little bit better looking skin than what I was bringing to the game. You know what I mean?
You do look tanner now than the last time I saw you.
It's amazing. Like, it is just a whole different, like, I got a lot of vitamin D down there. And now I just look not very tan because I've been not sleeping for 2 days. So once I sleep, I'm going to get the color back going.
Yeah, you're just going to be
It's been 3 actually because I actually keep doing... It's 3 actually because I actually, tell me I don't write for a living without telling me I don't write for a living.
I write for a living, and when I speak, it's completely different than when I write. So,
well, I even started the show off today saying it's round 3 because Estella has literally been kicking my butt sideways, and Jackie's sick, so I can't expect her to sleep, stay up all night. So I'm... oh, man. The good thing is, I will say this. Estella and I have developed a new routine. We watch Forensic Files at night. And, at first I thought she just kind of liked the music. I told you this a while ago. She'll watch those at night. No, now it is blankets up over almost next to the chin. She's dialed in.
She's in.
She just never can solve the case in time.
Oh, man.
Always ends up where they're taking him to court still. Crazy. What'd you write about?
I wrote about a music...
Oh, wait, hold on. No. Big news was the marker.
Yeah. So we had our Illinois State Historical Society marker dedication on Saturday. So you can go down anytime and see the marker. Obviously, it's staying there. We just did the dedication as an event, but it's permanent. So it talks about the Hainer Library history.
That's so cool.
From 1852 to the present.
Huh.
Yeah, in 252 words.
Hey, can you read me the headlines? I mean, your 100 years ago article when you get a chance. What'd you write about this time?
Oh, this time, well, in headline, it might be something different because, like I've mentioned, Sydney makes the headlines better than I do. But the music memory contest at the Alton schools in 1926. And a music memory contest is when they played music sung or played music, and then the students wrote down the title of the song, the composer, his nationality on special pieces of paper that they were provided with.
Oh.
And they did incredible. A perfect score was 60, and out of 878 pupils, 377 made perfect scores.
Was radio a thing, I guess, at that point, so they could listen to these things?
Well, yeah, radio was a thing, and I think they had...
was there a set list they had to study?
This, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think so. Yes, because it talked about how the music instruction program they listened to these compositions. They studied the composers' lives. So that was part of what they were getting in school.
Okay.
This particular contest in 1926, it sounded like it was all the schools that had 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and they did it in class, and everybody did it. So they studied in class, and then they took the test in class, did the contest in class. And then I looked into, was this done in other places? How early was this done? It was done I saw Wood River and East Alton, I think, Jerseyville for sure, did music contests around the same time. The earliest one that I found in Alton was in December of 1924. And in that one, there were teams from 10 Alton schools that were participating in like a contest that people went to at Alton High. So the 1926 one was in the classrooms. The 1924 one was like a production. Like everybody they made teams, I guess, of the kids that knew music the best. So it was around that time when they were doing this all over the place. And I don't know when it sort of petered out, but kind of a cool way to get kids to really pay attention to music.
Maggie McGuire was dropping bars. I mean, she was straight dropping bars in the yearbook. I mean, oh, music. Sphere, descended maid, friend of pleasure, wisdom's aid. I mean, you say that, I mean, people are going to start like, you win. And she knew. She
was in a whole bunch of the yearbooks. And so
that's awesome. How long was she an instructor there, Tina?
You know what? I don't know. She's the one that came up with it in 1924 as well. So Mary McGuire also helped create the band at Alton High. We talked about that a little. Like, she wasn't the band director, but it was her dream for Alton High to have a band. And so she like found the person that became the band director, started making that happen.
Mind if I eat a gummy bear?
Eat a gummy bear. Yeah.
I just thought I'd ask.
That was very polite of you.
No, but I think this is so cool though, because to me, it's not like it's music now where I can pick up my phone and I have access to every piece of music in the entire world. That's why I asked you the question earlier. Like, was this a part of like and everyone's kind of getting tested based on like just what was provided or was it just kind of like, hey, we're just going to start playing some records here and here we go. Guess them.
It was very much a lot of preparation.
Wow. Okay.
So I don't think it was just you had to do it cold. Like, they had music instruction in school that worked on this. It
wasn't like one of those radio contests that they...
Right. No, they weren't trying to trick anyone. It was truly like, we're going to work on this and then we're all going to do this contest. And it talked about what classes did the best. I didn't write that on here because I didn't know who all was part of it, but what classes did the best. But it was more like, the impressive part was that so many people had a perfect score. So many of the kids had a perfect score. But at the same time, they had the masters and studying the composers' lives, which also meant it was a lot more limited than what we have now because, I'm sure it was Beethoven, Mozart, like the people that you think of
Yankee
right away.
Doodle.
Yankee Doodle. But I don't know. I really wanted to see like a list. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if any Black composers were included. I don't know if any women were included.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point.
I think that it was the stereotypical, these are the people you think of as the masters, but that doesn't always include everybody that has contributed to music in really important ways. So really, really cool. But I'm also confident it wasn't as inclusive as we could make it today.
So listen to this.
Okay.
The concept is originally credited to Charles Tremaine.
Did
you put that in there?
Oh,
sorry.
It's C.W. Tremaine. No, I'm glad you said that because I didn't know that Charles was his first name. Go ahead.
And it was from the National Bureau of the Advancement of Music.
Yes.
Wow. And you have that in, oh, damn it. I didn't read your article.
It's at the very end.
No, actually, what's incredible is you're credited in this Google AI.
See?
Stop. You are...
This has actually become a problem. This is going to sound like the most narcissistic, self-serving thing ever. But I've written too much. And now
in the article, you're in the AI overview.
I'm in the AI overview for a lot of Alton history.
If I just watched if I just Googled this first, I would have known the article. Oh,
no, it's because CJ, there have been several times when I'm trying to find something and I only can find myself. What was it? I was looking for something related to the Alton School District.
Oh, that would drive me crazy.
Oh, I know what it was. I was trying to find something about, I think it was like the Alton School District spelling bee, and I could only find stuff that I myself, like that's what came up at
Oh,
first.
that would drive me crazy.
Oh, yeah.
You're sitting there going, ah!
Yeah, like, no, I want it from the school district, not from me.
Well,
Thanks, Google, but
this is cool. Okay. So throughout the school year, though, they did curate a list of classical selections, is what they're saying. But classical, what's classical? What's jazz?
Well, did they have jazz?
I don't know.
Oh, you're just saying, what is jazz?
What is it? I don't.
What is it?
Oh, and it would be played over the school's PA systems?
Wait, are you asking or are you telling me?
This is what it says.
Whoa. Is this the AI overview?
No. It says, or through a phonograph.
I think phonograph. I don't know that they had.
They can't have a PA system.
They didn't have a PA system in 1926.
Maybe in like the 30s or 40s.
That might have been a later.
Yeah, it says phonograph, and that's not where you're credited at. You're credited up here, and not. I just want to make sure everyone knows. Lacy is credited on the correct portions of this.
I will say this though, this scares me because if I'm wrong about something, it's just this loop of my wrong answer.
You know what would happen to me?
What?
I'd have that one person that's looking for a specific thing, like whose life work was figuring out what happened at this music competition. Mm-hmm. And I'd get one small detail wrong, and this person will write me like hateful letters for the rest of their life.
They don't though.
Wow.
A couple times I've gotten things wrong, and people have noticed and told me, and they're so kind.
Wow.
They're like very complimentary about it as a whole.
Why aren't they doing that to me?
I don't know, CJ. People are nice to me.
You should see the same things that these people say about me sometimes.
No, but people will be like, hey, I really liked your article. Here's this one thing, because they're an expert on it. Like, here's this one thing that, was actually this. And I got Sydney to change something once because it was a town I'd gotten wrong. Yeah, so I love it. I like being edited. Love being edited.
Good on this. I mean, an average score of 56 out of 60.
I know. Isn't that insane? That feels so high.
That does feel very up for any test. I mean, you could give, if you give 878 people a test that says write your name correctly, I guarantee you 4 will not write their name correctly.
Oh, yeah. No,
you know what I'm saying? So to have a median score of 56 out of that's still pretty darn good.
It really is.
Wow.
It's incredibly good.
Could you imagine being the guy that got like 2 right?
There was one kid that got 28.
Oh.
I like
was
to
he
think
a hearing
that he
man?
was. Well, that's right. They made like a deaf child take this test.
You never know.
You never know.
Like, I hate to make a joke, but like they really weren't. Not everyone
there weren't a lot of
compliance things.
Right. Like there wasn't individual instruction and help. Assistance.
We're giving this guy too much credit. It's probably a kid that just didn't really care all year, to be quite honest, and was like, or they were out working or whatever. Yeah,
they were out sick.
The last thing they wanted to give a damn about was the phone.
Right.
Maybe they were a Nikola Tesla guy, or and they don't like Edison, so they weren't going to use. You never know.
You just never know.
This has been a fun one. Okay, what was the most fun about writing this one?
Well, I liked learning more about Mary McGuire because she's one of those people that just within this article became familiar to me. Like I get to see people because I'm like living in 1926 when I write these. And so I hadn't thought much about her other than just putting her name in it when I wrote about the band because she wasn't the director, but she, this was her plan. And so to run into her again with this, it was like you're visiting with an old friend. You're like, oh, Mary McGuire, you're back.
Right.
Like, this is cool that you're working on this. And so you kind of get to see people's lives a little bit deeper.
Is she in the Alton Cemetery?
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. Maybe.
Might be a Vintage Voices.
Vintage Voices, yes, absolutely. Thanks, CJ. Cool. That's a good call.
Hey,
yeah, I'll check.
I just want a statue later on is all I'm asking for.
All you're asking.
Did you write your article for this week?
I did.
Wow.
It is not one of my most interesting ones. So I bet you can't wait to read it. It's about a lawyer named William Boynton who took a bus trip to California But like the reason I wrote it is because the newspaper put 3 articles about how he was going on this bus trip and how they thought the first person from Alton going on a bus trip to California. So I was like, this is going to be interesting. They're going to tell me all about where he went and what he saw. And they didn't. So I still wrote it, but it wasn't as fun as I wanted it to
You guys
be.
at home can insert your favorite CJ punchline on the competition there. But I'm being good when I come back. I said when I come back, I'm going to be a very good egg.
What does that entail?
I'm not making jokes anymore. I'm going to be very nice. Just kidding.
What will happen to your show?
I don't know. No one's gonna watch it anymore. No. With that being said, Lacy, this was a fun one. I really like this, and I think it's cool though. Like we said earlier, to have that miss 4 out of the average to miss 4 questions is pretty darn good. And I just say I wish I could have known what the records were. Like what was considered classical music.
I wanted a list. I wanted them to print the list of here are the composers
they could have played Steamboat Willie's theme song because that would have been out at that time.
I guess they could have. Can you imagine? If you've got like Beethoven and then Steamboat Willie. Maybe that's why they did so well. They're like, well, we know this isn't Beethoven.
Man, they're playing pop. Oh, shit. Hey, how's life at the library? You working on anything?
It's great. Let me tell you about some stuff that we have going on. So tomorrow we have Elizabeth Cady Stanton, portrayed by Laura Keyes, at 6:30 at the Genealogy Library.
She came to Alton, didn't she?
Oh, Kate. It's Katie. I looked it up this morning. Elizabeth Cady Stanton. I've been saying it wrong my whole life. Elizabeth Cady Stanton was one of the people that presented at the library before it was the library building we have now. But she's one of the people that we mentioned on our Illinois State Historical Society marker, and along with Ralph Waldo Emerson and Frederick Douglass. They all spoke at library events in the 1800s. So
that's really cool.
Because of that, we have Laura Keyes coming to portray Elizabeth Cady Stanton. And then and we still have a couple of seats left on that. So if you're interested, the number is 1-800-613-3163, and that's on the website. All this is on the calendar, so you can check it out then. So we do need reservations for that one. And I think there are about 5 seats left.
What? That's awesome.
Yeah. And then next week on Thursday, May 21st, we have Chris Jacoby from Jacoby Fine Violins in downtown Alton coming to talk about violin making and the history of violins.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that one. So
they shouldn't let me near a violin. Because I am just not graceful. I'll be honest. There's certain people that are meant for certain things. I was not meant to draw, and I sure as hell wasn't meant for music.
Yeah.
That's why I talk into one of these things.
You make your own music.
No, it's not. I do the furthest thing from music to spare any poor soul. Now they just have to hear me complain, See,
the opposite of music is complaining.
It's my music. That's why I wake up in the morning and turn on the news, because it's just music to my ears,
Yeah.
Complaints.
Complaints.
I like that. What else is coming down the pipeline? Anything else you want to share?
And that one also registration, same number.
Oh.
And then, yes, there's one more thing I want to talk about, and I'm hoping that some of the people involved will come on your show, possibly during my time next week. I've been looking at when they can do it, but we're having another book signing for a book that was a collaboration with Hainer and Alton High School.
That's cool.
Graphic Communications
Which
Club.
one's this one?
This one's called Get Outside.
That's cool.
A survey of Alton area parks past and present. So Renee Johnson, who works at the Genealogy Library, wrote it and then worked with Lexa Browning Needham and the Graphic Design Club students to create this book. So they're having a book signing on May 23rd. It's a Saturday from 11 to 1 in Jenny D. Hainer Park.
That'll be super cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yes.
Anything else?
I don't think I have the time or energy for anything else.
I have none. It's like at the end of it, like when, I don't know if you're a big SpongeBob person. I was an aficionado back in the day. Well, until it got weird,
Okay.
Like early SpongeBob was a work of beauty. Whoever wrote that, I don't even know the gentleman's name. I see it on the screen all the time. Mm-hmm. Couldn't care less, but he did a good job those first 5 years. After that, the money got to him. But anyway, Patrick was gasping for air, and he was so dehydrated, his little pointy star flipped, and it sagged down. He's like, water, air. Yeah. I don't know. Not the best end off, but
Well, I have a funny SpongeBob story if you have time for it.
I do.
Okay. So we were at the Iowa State Fair when I was in college, and my mom had never heard of SpongeBob, and there was a SpongeBob that you could win, like a stuffed SpongeBob. Mm-hmm. And she goes, wow, look at that piece of corn look at that corn kernel with a face. Because we were at the Iowa State Fair, and she's like, her mind went, corn kernel with a face.
Do you remember how they used to have all those characters as those, you could win Stewie and all the Family Guys?
Oh, yeah.
And, man, whatever. That was the good old days. Boy, let me tell you. 10:52, we'll take a quick break. Lacy, see you next week.
See you next week.